It is 1847 on Wednesday, June the 24th, and we are back for episode 72, and we're back with the Ninja. So the Ninja's going, the air fryer's going, got some fries in here. Now, and I got the chicken strips in the oven. I think I called it the stove yesterday, but it's the oven. Now, there's a bit of an air of uncertainty. Yeah, so I don't even know if these are done yet. I think they are. Because I'm really not very confident with, their air fryer directions based off of the previous, the waffle fries. But I cooked them for 10 minutes this time. Give me a second. I got to put this down. Where am I going to put this? How about right here? Yeah, so I made like the regular fries this time by Cavendish. I haven't eaten them before. I don't even think, I probably have eaten them before, but like a long time ago. And I've never had them in the air fryer. So I took the chicken out just now. That's what I'm doing. And so like the air fryer directions said to put them in for 11 to 13 minutes. And I was like, what? Some of their other fries, you only have to put them in for 5 minutes. That was sort of like the selling point. So I don't understand what the dealio is. By the way, the chicken initially was like this, arranged like this. Sort of looks like a sad face. But it's kind of funny because when I initially arranged it, it looked like this, which looked like a happy face. But then I had to flip it halfway through. So here we go. I guess I'm leaving it. Yeah, I left the fries in the basket. Why? Because I don't know. I'm still not entirely certain whether it's done. I'm assuming they are. This time I'm just going to do this. I'm not going to... Yeah, you can get a good shot of that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're definitely crispy. Yeah. So I think 10 minutes was good, to be honest. So I don't know what their dealio is. It's sort of like with the mac and cheeses. Some of the directions just were not, like, to boil the water. The amount of time, it was not good advice. They were just bad directions. Yeah, so here's my meal. I've got 3 chicken strips. These are the Longo's chicken strips. These are left over from that I bought a while ago. I don't remember how long ago I bought them, but they've been featured on the video series before. But these fries have not. So these are new fries. Okay, so I got myself some ketchup. And yeah, tonight is going to be croissants for dessert. Finishing off the croissants. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm quite hungry. I'm always tempted to just like grab some of these 2-bite brownies, but I don't for some reason. I don't know. I might do it tonight. I might not. They're still good until July the 7th. So I'll probably just leave them there for a while. But yeah, I've been like just so down in the dumps. Now that my cake is gone, my cakes are gone, and now that see, the problem is I have no extra hand. Okay, to turn the light off. Yeah, I have no more cakes. What else? I have no more mac and cheese. The mac and cheese taste test is over for now. It's going to come back, but so I've just been like really down in the dumps. But I think I figured out a temporary solution, which I might get into later. I might not. But I guess my mood has elevated slightly. So I'll put my phone somewhere. Where am I going to put my phone? Right here? Yeah, right here. And I'll show you the music. Yeah, I was going to show you the croissants, but... That is keyboard stuck on a loop. That is from February 2024's Cohesive Deterioration. This is sort of like the coolest part of the song, where this keyboard loop sort of just takes over the song. It's a very prominent part of the song. And since it sort of loops like this, it becomes like a riff, like a melody. And so this is my favorite. I think this is my favorite part of the song. So here's your meal, pretty standard chicken fingers and fries meal. However, for tonight, for after supper, we have ourselves the finale. Yes, this is the finale. There are 14 croissants left, chocolate and cinnamon. Let's look at the under the box shot. Let's see how nice that looks. Oh yeah, under the box, under that box. Okay, I love that joke. That's my favorite joke of the video series, the under the box shot. I don't remember which episode I initially made it. It was probably the first time it was one of the, I don't know. I think it was because I transferred the croissants into this box, but I'm just wondering if it was the first time I had those croissants, which would have been quite a while ago. Anyway, let's have some fries. Oh yeah. Yeah, these are good. They're crispy, but they're not crunchy, which is good. Oh yeah. Oh, these are a great texture. Yeah. No, I like them. Pretty sure I've eaten them before. It's been a long time though. I should probably also go back to trying some of the McCain's fries. These are Cavendish. So, it all depends on what's available for the air fryer, because I like having the two different cooking methods, since you have to cook these things at different times, like the chicken and the fries. Yep, this is satisfying. Are these my new favorites now? They might be, to be honest. Maybe I just needed a change in scenery. Oh yeah. These are good though. So these chicken fingers are pretty big. The size varies. And so I have like 3 of the larger ones. Have to taste good. The Longo's chicken fingers. I think I do prefer the Longo's chicken strips, chicken nuggets. Like I just assumed the recipe was the same. Maybe it is, I don't know, but maybe it's like a placebo effect going on that I think they're different. Yeah, so those are still a little hot. So let's go back to the fries. Yeah, some of these fries were really big, like really long. Like, look at this. Look at how long this fry is when I put it up to my face. Yeah, and I was just thinking about like how I'm out of ideas for desserts, for excessive desserts, like very shortly. So getting all sad and depressed. Of course, I'm just being dramatic here. I'm exaggerating it, but I am getting, it's like I wish I had some ideas. But I've been brainstorming. I think I do have some ideas. I'm starting to get some ideas. And I also figured out my problem with the cookie episode. I was talking about that yesterday, the cookie taste test. Because I bought 11 different varieties of prepackaged cookies. And I was going to eat one of each as a taste test. And if you want to hear my thoughts about that, about, you know, my issues that I had with that, potential issues, you can watch yesterday's video, I guess. However, I've made a decision. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. This is a good meal. Yeah, so I've decided I'm not going to dunk. I'm not going to do any dunking for the cookie taste test. It's the only thing it's the only idea I have. I haven't had any problems with my mouth so far after, was it yesterday's cookie? Did I eat the cookies yesterday? I think I did. It seems so long ago. Yeah, it was yesterday. I think that's what I have to do. I have to keep brushing my teeth 4 times a day. Especially for these videos where I'm having these huge desserts. So I'll brush my teeth shortly after supper. Not too long, not too short. Because apparently you don't want to brush your teeth too soon after eating, because it'll just, I don't know. I forget why. But what was I saying? Yeah, I'm not going to do any dunking of the cookies. So I'm just going to take a bite of the cookie, grab a drink of milk, take another bite, etc., etc., etc. So that's what it's going to have to be. So unfortunately, but that'll still taste good. But I do like to dunk. I do like to dunk sometimes. And for certain cookies, like especially Oreos, I always dunk Oreos. And also certain other brands that I have over there as well. So this will be sort of new territory for me, but it's the only solution. So, and with that being said, that may mean that the cookie taste test is going to be tomorrow. Is that true? So what day is it today? The 23rd, 24th? So I still have like 20 more of those bakery cookies that I ate yesterday. And they're good until the 29th. So if I eat the other cookies, prepackaged cookies for tomorrow, that's the 25th. And then the 26th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, I can have the rest of the bakery cookies. Yeah. I have a lot of chicken left. So those fries were a real winner. Happy with them. I mean, there's so many different varieties of fries. I still want to try a bunch more. As long as they can be cooked in the air fryer. Alrighty. Yummers. Alright, well that was good. That hit the spot once again. So I guess I'll do this for 4 days. I guess it depends. By this I mean chicken fingers and fries. Because I can still go back to my two-beddy, of course. Old Faithful, too Betty. Yeah, I really don't have to do dishes right now. Oh, I do have to wash my cutlery though. Because I need them. I need my utensils. My utensils. For the croissants. Okay, so I have my plate, I have my cutlery. Now I just need a bunch of milk, so I have to open up a new thing of milk. The best before date on this milk is July the 4th. To any American people watching, that's exciting. America's birthday, I guess. Was it 1776? Is that the birth year of America? I don't know, to be honest. I don't even know when Canada was a thing. That's how stupid I am. However, Canada's birthday, I believe, is July 4th. July 1st, I should say, not the 4th. So July 1st is known as Canada Day. So that is a holiday. All right, so let's get ourselves a big old glass of milk. So I've had these croissants multiple times. I don't know how many exactly, but so I have 14 left, and I think I'm just gonna try to eat all of them. There's no need to like pace myself. Oh. Okay, so there. Once again, here is a nice shot of all the croissants. Ooh, they smell good. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's my placeholder. Okay, so obviously I have to do some microwaving. So these go on the right side, and the Chacos go on the left, apparently. And if I remember correctly, I think these, yeah, I'll leave this off. There's no point. I think the magic number in the microwave is 22 seconds. $22. Yeah, so last time I had the croissants, I believe, was during the mac and cheese taste test. It must have been at the beginning, right? Or wait, what was it? Yeah, it definitely was. I think. Yeah, because I think, the sequence of events were I went into town, made a video on location. Here's a nice shot of them. And I had pizza and cake for 3 nights, I believe, right? And then I switched over to the mac and cheese taste test. Alrighty, so here goes nothing. I've got 14 of these babies to eat. Oh yeah, I forgot how good these are. Yeah, I had 40 of these total. So I was splitting it into 14, 14, and 12, right? Oh, I'm supposed to go croissant by croissant. Oh man. Holy goodness. Holy goodness. This may be the last episode that features the croissants. I don't know if I'll be getting these again. Because I don't know if I'll be going back to the superstore again. Oh, man. Man, these are good. Okay. So, apparently I have 3 runs to the microwave, right? However, I have 10 left, so if I did 5 per, then I wouldn't have to make like an extra run trip to the microwave. But is that going to alter the cooking time? I don't know. I think I'll just do it for 22 seconds again. The question is, what do I do? Which one do I do an extra one of? So do I want an extra one of chocolate now or later? That's the question. I guess I do always start with chocolate, so I'll have to have an extra chocolate. Right? Did that logic make sense? I mean, it makes sense for this round, but then for next round, it doesn't make sense. Yes, it does, because I'll finish on a chocolate this time, and then I'll start on a cinnamon next time. Yeah, you doubted me, but I know what's up. Yeah, so I guess 22 seconds, is that gonna work? How about 23? I don't know if that's gonna make any difference, but there are 5 croissants on the plate this time as opposed to 4, so yeah, it's probably not gonna, they're probably not gonna be cooked they're not gonna be as warm, as soft, etc., etc., etc. I can't see the stuff melting, the icing melting, so it'll be okay. I'll alter, if I need to alter the cooking time based on how they taste right now, then I'll alter them. That's the whole fun of it, right? Okay, here you go. This is number, so I've had 4 so far, right? All right, so let's start off with the chocolate, obviously. These are like the best ever. You know, I don't even remember how the Longo's chocolate croissants tasted. I can't remember how they tasted. It's been so long since I've eaten them, and I've only had them once, so I should probably revisit those as well. Yeah, I think 23 seconds was fine for 5 of them. Oh, goodness gracious. Pardon my language. All right. So there's only 5 left. Wow. It's hard to imagine. I remember buying these like a week ago. Or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Okay. So what did we learn? I think 23 seconds is what we learned, right? All right. This is it. None left. Yet another sad day. "23 seconds. So yeah, tomorrow will either be the cookie taste test or it'll be back to the bakery cookies. It'll probably be the cookie taste test though. That's what I'm assuming is going to happen. Now, that means I sort of have to figure something out. So I sort of envisioned, because I have to open up all of those 11 bags of cookies. And then what am I going to do after that? I mean, some of them are resealable, but I do have, I think I have several of these airtight containers, plastic containers, and I thought I would just sort of arrange them very prettily inside these containers. And so now here's another empty one right here. However, there's still, I mean, I guess I could. So the remaining 20 of the bakery Longo's cookies are in the fridge in another one of these containers. This I can put back. So yeah, I don't know. I still have some stuff to think about. Yeah, the earliest best before date for the prepackaged cookies is sometime in August. So they're just so soft. All right, this is the last chocolate one. I'm going to try to savor it, just in case I never get to eat it again. And the same goes for the cinnamon one. 30:36. Very similar end time to yesterday's video, I believe, which ended pretty much on 30 exact. 30 flat. Was that yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. So what is today? Wednesday? I think today's Wednesday, right? So my grocery day is just like, it's still so far away. So I've been trying to think of, what can I do? So, I could go back into town, make another video on location. That was a possibility. However, I was thinking maybe I would change the destination. Maybe I could make a video somewhere else, because I was making videos at the Superstore Plaza. Maybe I go to a different plaza. Maybe I don't even go to Milton. Maybe I go to another city, a nearby city. So that was another idea. And then I started looking online here. I used to get these, I used to use this online grocery service a few years ago. And they do have a bunch of stuff, And I was sort of, because I've looked at it before for this video series, but I sort of dismissed it based on the fact that some of the bakery items, some of the pastries and et cetera, cookies and donuts and brownies, et cetera, cakes, et cetera, they were frozen. And so I was immediately turned off by that. However, then I went into town like a couple weeks ago, and I went to Longo's to look for those cakes. And the lady in the bakery said that she just put this cake out, and that they get it frozen from the company. So then that sort of changed my whole outlook on frozen pastries, et cetera. How many times am I going to say et cetera? So now I think frozen's good, because I can just leave it in the freezer and I can eat it when I want. It doesn't, and so when I take it out of the freezer and thaw it, then the best before date is 5 days after I thaw it. Whereas if I just buy it already pre-thawed, the best before date's already on there. And so I'm stuck. I'm trapped in the best before date. But, if I use this, if I get a bunch of different frozen items, I can just leave them in the freezer, take one out as I need it. Then I'll have items for the next X amount of days. And I don't have to worry about best before dates. So I'm really starting to warm up to this idea. The only thing is they don't have the La Roca cakes. And so that's sort of one of the big things that I want. But they do have some other cakes. They do have some of the Longo's cakes that I've eaten, like that chocolate truffle mousse cake. They have that. And they also have the black and white mousse cake, which I haven't tried yet, but I'd like to try it. They do have some other cakes. I'll have to do a little bit more research here. But they have a whole bunch of other stuff as well that I could try. And they'll have the mac and cheese too. So I can get that. So I'm thinking I'm going to place an order probably for this weekend. And that way I'll have some more episodes that I can make. And I could have some more mac and cheese taste testing. And then when I go on my usual grocery store round, 2 Saturdays from now, I can see if they have the cakes that I'm after. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'll have to think a little bit more about it tonight and tomorrow as well, and figure out which day I want to do it on. So that's what I've been thinking. Yeah, this is, by the way, this is something I wanted to say, I think yesterday or the day before, or even the day before. I kept forgetting. I think I kept forgetting. It's not important. I'm talking about my apples. So last time I went to the grocery store on Saturday, I go to get my apples, my Golden Delicious apples. Of course, if you watch these videos, you know, or if you've seen any of my videos, you know that those are my favorite kind of apples. But I go there and all the apples have a sticker on them and it says USA. So I'm a little worried here because not that I'm anti-USA or anything like that. It's just if they come from the US, they have to cross the border and there's probably delays and stuff like that. So it's not that it's not that I don't think US has good apples or not. It's just if they're from Canada, they're probably fresher, I'm assuming. And the like the orchard, so you get your loose apple or whatever, and it has a sticker, and it says the orchard, the name of the orchard on the sticker. So one of them was Algoma Orchards, and that's literally like an hour, less than 2 hours away from me, so that's pretty close. Anyway, so all of the Golden Delicious have the USA stickers, so I'm like, well, okay, well, whatever. And they do look good, so I get them. But I was weary, I was cautious, and then I start eating them. I've been eating them for the past several days now. And boy, oh boy, are they ever tasty? They're really good. So apparently so I assumed, okay, since they're so good, they must be from an orchard nearby or something. Maybe none of the orchards from Canada had any more Golden Delicious, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I said it again. And so, and maybe it's from like Buffalo area, somewhere near near me on the border. And so on the sticker, it said, what was it? Stemilt? Stemilt, I think is what it was. Stemilt. Yeah, that's what it is. Stemilt. And so I end up going on the internet and I searched for Stemilt Orchard or Stemilt apples. And take a guess at where they're located. They're all the way over in Washington State. Way on the west coast there. And so that's like, it's over 1,000 miles. It might even be over 2,000 miles from where I am. But still, the apples tasted great. So shout out to Stemilt Orchards from Washington, USA. You guys make some good apples. I'm very happy with the Golden Delicious that I've been eating. So yeah, so really happy with that. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the video. Now tomorrow, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have tomorrow. I'm probably going to have the regular fries, the ones that I had today. I'm going to have some different chicken though. I'm not sure which ones. It might be popcorn chicken I'll probably be popcorn chicken or chicken nuggets. I'm not sure. Like the Jane's popcorn chicken or Jane's chicken nugs. And then dessert wise, I'm assuming, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. So I'll see ya.